There are a couple ways to add mulch to your photo. Working with the tutorial lesson in step number 10, it does describe how to paint on your mulch. Before getting started, I do want to have you check one thing. If we take a look at our left vertical toolbar, double check to make sure you have the correct toolbar. The one that's on the left-hand side of the screen, this is not the correct toolbar. This is just the standard default. If you have not integrated properly with the EARTHSCAPES program, or if you have reset your toolbars or your tools back to the default, you're going to see this particular toolbar. The one big difference is that we don't have the clone tool. We don't have the two paper dolls together. So just verify what toolbar you have in place. A good way to check to make sure you have the right toolbar and not this default toolbar, if I move to the horizontal, so the top of my screen, the horizontal toolbar area, and I right click, I see Toolbox is selected. That's the standard, that's the default that we see over on the left hand side of our screen. Toolbox is selected. I want to uncheck Toolbox. I'll right click once again in this horizontal gray toolbar area and go down to VII Toolbox. This is our custom toolbox, our custom toolbar. And just simply left click on VII Toolbox. It produces a new toolbar for you, and we can drag, we'll go where it says VII Toolbox, and we'll drag this toolbar over to the left hand side of our screen. And as you position it on the left hand side of your screen, you'll notice that it does go vertical for you. Sometimes you have to take it down a little bit lower. And of course, I'm doing a screen capture, a video right now, so maybe it's not wanting to, there it goes. So we just positioned that VII toolbox on the left hand side of our screen. That was just with the left click and to drag it over. Now we can confirm that this is the VII toolbox because look, we have the clone tool. So you want to see this particular toolbar on the left hand side of your Corel Photo Paint window. Next, we're going to paint on the mulch. So this is what step 10 talks about, of painting on your mulch beds or painting on that texture. We'll go into our fill. So that's the third button up from the bottom. Double click on fill. And if you see a black box or a solid black or solid color here within our select fill window, click on the pink and purple mosaic. That's going to open you to the textures or the bitmaps that are previously loaded. And we'll click on edit. If you select the drop down arrow, this will give you the option to change your mulch to grass to pavers, and we'll click on mulch for this example. And let's go back to our left vertical toolbar. We don't want the bucket because we would rather paint on, and this is going to be using the clone from fill or your texture tool. It looks like a turquoise box with a pen sticking in the corner. When you click on the clone from fill or the texture tool, just left click, you'll notice that the horizontal toolbar, the toolbar running across the top of your screen, has changed. We can select a different shape as well as the size within this toolbar. And I'll just choose the 30. Take my circle down to my page, left click and drag. If there are no active objects on my design, then the mulch will go right down to the base layer. It's going to go underneath your plants. So that's how you should add your mulch beds in step number 10 of the tutorial lesson.